One of the things I really like about the RentCheck solution is the fact that they're tackling an area with deposit control that I haven't seen any other providers solutioning to yet. And so while everyone's working toward digital transformation, really haven't seen someone tackle the 33% of deposit disputes that you see out there. I just think they're really evolving their thinking from not just from a renter perspective, but what value does this bring to the property manager? And then how do they make this a win-win solution for both parties? So very excited to see startups like this solving some of these problems. I'm now pleased to introduce the RentCheck team. Crush it, guys.
That's the apartment. 3 years ago, after my first year of law school, it came time to move, and my landlord tried to keep my deposit. But she didn't know who she was messing with. It was $1,600. That was a lot of money to me. I decided it would be an injustice not to pursue it. So I represented myself, and I sued my former landlord. I took her to court, and I won. And I won because I took photos when I moved out. The whole process took 1.5 years. This was time-consuming and stressful. But that feeling of injustice stuck with me. And 1 year later, I met a classmate of mine in my MBA program who had been managing properties for 10 years. He too faced similar problems, documenting apartments to avoid disputes and litigation. Documenting properties is time-consuming and expensive because an employee has to be there, and it's inaccurate. I'm Lydia Winkler. I'm the co-founder of RentCheck, and I've been a renter for the past 10 years. And that classmate I mentioned, that's Marco Nelson. He's my co-founder. And together, we're solving disputes between landlords and renters, which is a massive problem. There are 18 million renters that move each year. 30% of those renters will have a dispute with their landlord over a deposit, which creates a $5.5 billion tug of war over deposit deductions. The root of the problem is this: move-in and move-out inspections are done on pen and paper. It's impossible to use written words to accurately verify the condition of what you've seen with your own eyes because it's subjective. And this creates disputes, lawsuits, the experience I had. It's 2019, and 90% of inspections are done this way. So how did we solve this? RentCheck is a platform where landlords and residents can request and conduct high-quality rental inspections for any property with just your phone. It's simple. Room by room, RentCheck guides residents through an apartment, telling them what to document, prompting them to rate the condition, and ask specific questions, ensuring nothing is missed. RentCheck enables property managers to outsource inspections to residents, reducing the risk of litigation while giving renters peace of mind. It's the tech we've built that's giving property managers back a valuable asset: time. And property managers love it. Since starting Techstars, we've gone from 600 to over 3,000 units under management, and that's just inbound. That's a 5x increase. And while people are coming to us, we're not waiting for them. We just started a direct outbound B2B sales process these last 3 weeks. And we already engaged with property management companies with over 12,000 units, and they have indicated that they want to move forward. And on the indirect side, I have 2 great announcements to share with you today. We've partnered with 2 major market players in the multifamily space who truly care about the resident life cycle: 365 Connect and Cox Communications. 365 Connect is a software platform, and we will be fully embedded into their product. Between these 2 partners, we have a line to seamlessly provide RentCheck to their customers across 4 million units. As we roll out these partnerships, we're on track to hit 60,000 units by June 2020. There are two primary markets. The first is the individual landlords, and the second is the professional property management market. We have solution for both sides. In addition to that, what's amazing is residents are coming to us on their own. They're doing inspections and referring their property managers. We want to keep our business model simple. We charge property managers $1 per unit per month, but we're experimenting with pricing optimization. So you're probably wondering, how big is the rental inspection market? Digitizing rental inspections is a $580 million market. This market is truly untapped because current solutions haven't built a compelling platform that includes residents. Only 10% of the market is using some sort of digital inspection. RentCheck is bringing digital inspections to every resident with a phone. And that's only the beginning. Consumers are used to documenting, renting, and reviewing their goods and experiences. After you ride a scooter, you take a photo. After you take a lift, you rate your driver. Following a short-term stay, you rate your host. Industries are being disrupted where transparency is the new norm and consumers are utilizing items they do not own. But long-term renting is still an experience filled with distrust. The long-term rental space is a $100 billion market and growing every day. Rental inspections are just one part of the resident life cycle. We're focused on inspections, but our customers are telling us they're looking for a unified solution. By positioning ourselves at the center of the landlord-renter relationship, we're in a better position than anyone to deliver better adjacent solutions to residents while making it advantageous to property managers. So how do we get there? It's the team behind the vision. I was an early employee at a Bay Area startup that was acquired. And while enrolled in both law school and business school at the same time, I started 2 separate ventures. My co-founder and CEO, Marco Nelson, knows how to lead and execute. He's a Naval Academy grad who spent 7 years leading soldiers. He loves building things. He's built homes, teams, and apps. We are the starting 5. We have an amazing team from diverse backgrounds with great startups, schools, and major corporations. So where are we today? We raised $1 million this past May. We see a big opportunity and we're positioned to accelerate. If you're an investor or in the property management space and like what we're doing, let's have a conversation. Renting a home is one of the most intimate consumer experiences. It's where you spend the most time, have life's most important milestones. Although we started with my story, I went at it alone, but now you don't have to. Thank you.
Just hold on, we're going home.